Hey guys, and thank you for joining me. So in today's video, I have come up with this New Year Eve look, and this is, as you can see, I have glitter on my eyes, and I have come up with the two lip option. So if you want to know how to create this look, then please continue watching. First thing first is that we are going to fill our eyebrows, and I'm going to take this brow pomade from Anastasia, and I'm going to outline my brows. And with the help of the same pomade, we are going to fill the brows, and then I'm going to brush it out with spoolie. Then I'm going to carve my brows using some concealer, and I'm using here Age Divine Concealer from Maybelline. This will give the more cleaner and sharper look to my eyebrows, and it's also going to hide if there are any tiny hairs around the eyebrows. And I'm going to blend the rest of the concealer with the help of my fingers, and I'm going to take the same concealer and use it as an eyeshadow base. We always need an eyeshadow base for before an eyeshadow so that the eyeshadow will stick on something. Either if you have eyeshadow base, use it, or even the concealer works perfectly for this. The same with the help of my fingers too. Taking the Flawless 4 palette from the Makeup Revolution, I'm going to take that brick red color and I'm going to place directly on my crease with the help of the blending brush. Since this eyeshadow palette is very pigmented, I'm taking a very little amount and blending it into my crease, and I'm using a circular motion to give it a more blended look, and I'm blending as I go. Now picking the another shade from the same palette, which is the light pink, and I'm going to define my crease with this one, and I'm using the same circular motion to blend the eyeshadow into my crease. Now taking the pinkish purple shade from the same palette, I'm placing it mostly focusing on the areas like my outer view of my eyes. I want some definition and depth of my eyes, that's why I've added a more dark color, and I'm also adding a little bit on my crease. Now taking the more darker color, which is the dark brown, and adding on the same place where we have put the eyeshadow before, that is the outer V and the crease, of course, because later we are going to cut the crease, and this will add more depth to our eyes. So we'll be adding more dark color to our outer V, and blending as you go, because blending is very important. Whatever you color you add, just keep on blending. Now taking that light pink eyeshadow, I'm removing any harsh edges or harsh lines, and that will be followed by a black eyeshadow, and I'm going to place that with the pencil brush. Black can be very messy, and that's why I'm using a very little amount and placing only on my outer V and a little bit on the crease as well, just to further give more depth to the eye. Now it's time to cut the crease, and we are taking the same concealer and placing it on my lid first and then look up. This will guide us up to which area we have to cut the crease, and I'm only placing on the 2/3 of my eyes, leaving the outer 1/3. I'm going to add a glitter on top of it, and for that I'm using a glitter glue, and we need a glue on which the glitters will stick on. So I've already applied a glue on my eyelid, and I'm taking that, I don't know what color to say, it's like gold, not exactly gold, but a melon kind of color, and I'm placing it only on the middle part of my eyes, leaving the 1/3, and there I'm placing the silver color, and I'm just making that everything should look neat and clean. So I'm just making it more cleaner but by adding a little by little, and then I'm going to create a wing liner here. I'm taking a liquid liner, this one is from the Nykaa. We are almost done with the eyes, and next I'm going to use mascara, which is from the Essence, the Lash Princess, the green one, and I'm going to put a falsies. Obviously I'm using the PAC lashes in the number M74. Now moving ahead with the face, now I'm using this primer oil by the PAC. This is great for the dry skin. It's very hydrating and it keeps your skin moisturized under the makeup. So it's great for that, and it's not pore filling. And for that I'm using a other primer which is from the Colorbar. This is a pore filling primer. It's a silicone based primers and it does do fill your pores. And I'm only concentrating on the areas where I have a larger pore, that is my cheeks and my nose. And for color corrector, I'm using this LA Girl color corrector in orange to color correct my skin, and I'm also going to place it under my eyes just to hide those dark circles, and also I'm placing it all the areas where I have spots on my face. Now we're going to set this corrector with some loose powder. If you want, you can also use a compact but very tiny amount. This will set the color corrector in place and it will not move, and it will also not mix with the foundation which is coming up next. Now here I'm making my own concoction of the foundation, which is like Maybelline and from the LA Girl, and I'm adding one drop of illuminator, liquid illuminator from the Makeup Revolution, and I'm dotting it all over my face with the help of my fingers and blending it with the blending brush, which is the flat top blending brush. I'm also applying a foundation under my eyes to cover up the color corrector, and I'm using a concealer brush for this purpose, and because the brush is tiny, it helps in going on the areas which is like between the brows, above the brows, cleaning those areas really sharply, which like bigger brush can't do. Further, I'm going to add a concealer under my eyes, bridge of my nose, my chin, cupid's bow, and my forehead as well, just to brighten up those areas. And I'm using a same age rewind concealer from Maybelline, and just to blend everything I'm using the same flat top kabuki brush. Now taking a loose powder from Bharat and Dorris, and I'm going to set my entire face with this one, mainly focusing on the areas where I have applied a concealer. We are going to place an extra powder under the eyes because we are going to do our lash line next. And we are taking the combination of these three colors, which is the light pink, the brick red, and uh, the dark brown, which we have already applied in our crease, and we are taking one by one and blending with the help of the blending brush. And the dark brown, I'm only focusing on the outer one third of my eyes, not going towards the inside, only outer third. Now I'm adding a highlighter on my inner corner as well as my brow bone. Now it's time to remove the excess powder which was sitting in our face, and we are going to bronze next. For that I'm going to take the NYC Bronzer, and I don't know, somehow the clip has deleted. I'm just going to bronze my face with this one, and later I'm going to take the bronzer like a contour kit from the Maybelline and going to darken my contour further with the Maybelline palette. Here I am shaping and contouring my nose with the help of the same contour powder from Maybelline. And time for blush. Now I'm going to use the Maybelline Baked Blush. I don't know the shade name. Everything will be down in the description box. And I'm going to place it on the apple of my cheeks. In because these blush is very pigmented, so less is more. I have taken very tiny amounts and see the pigmentation out of it. And it's very blendable as well. It blended like nothing into my skin. And going ahead with the highlighter, and I have used a Mary Luminizer, which is from the balm, which somehow the content has been deleted, but I have already used a highlighter and I'm going ahead with the lipstick, and I'm using a PAC lipstick. This is that soft matte lipstick in PAC. I think this is in the shade red wine. So I have already have a two option. This one is from the pinky nude option, and I do have a dark brown option which I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm using a PAC lip liner in the shade Infinite Kiss just to define my lips with this one, and further I'm going to use a kajal to apply in my waterline, and that will be followed by a mascara on the lower lash line. And to seal the deal, we are using a PAC micro finish makeup fixer. It will fix my makeup and will increase the longevity of the makeup. And this is the finished look with the one lip option, and we are moving ahead with the option number 2, which is this one, the same lip liner Infinite Kiss from the pack, and the lipstick is from the Faces All Time Pro lipstick range, which is in the shade brunette. And with that, we come to the end of this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.